composition. It looks like it's going to be the Ezreal. Doesn't quite give you that full-on aggression in the bottom lane. Has a lot of damage, of course, with the poke, and we've seen Patrick already hasn't actually played at this split yet, but we've seen how impactful it can be in the hands of someone.
Turn it into the Mountain Drake, but again, it doesn't mean much unless you're being proactive on those towers. You know, it's not something like the Infernal or Ocean that just give you free stats. And they don't have to commit on this play. As long as they rotate over and they're not losing any CS in the mid lane, they'll force Alphari and Origen to respond.
I mean, they can just 5-man dive him if they really wanted to as well. Who cares about committing? You can force him away. Doesn't have the flash. Alphari not going to be able to escape from this one. Dodges around for as long as possible, but first blood goes to Splyce, and they're going to get the catch onto Cold as well. Jump in. Too easy for Splyce. They don't need to commit, but they want to commit in the top lane.
It's the buy one, get one free, and of course, virtually everyone is running teleport. I loved the macro rotation from Splyce. They set it on the desk. We're going to say it here. This is what they're focusing on as a team, and you can see that it's paying off.
Look at how quickly the game accelerates for them as well. Without even getting this first tower, they're 2,500 gold up. I think the bulwark, the extra defenses on that tower will defend.
Trying to sneak it out from underneath them, but I don't think they've done it quick enough. Oh, grab and go!
It's only Northscare, and they should just about be able to get it. No eye up after 2,000 HP, just looking for the smite. Here comes Xerxes as well, trying to get into it. The smite comes down, Xerxes gets it, he's stolen it away, and now they're going to steal the life of Mithy as well. He's down. Alphari's teleported in behind though, trying to get onto Xerxes. Vanguard's edge doesn't quite connect. Xerxes comes in with the paranoia. Cold, dead on the top side of the fight. Alphari not able to kill Xerxes, and Splyce will steal your Withheld. They'll steal your life. Yet to lose a tower, and they're about to get first tower of the game as well. Only 12.5 minutes in. This is explosive stuff from Splyce.
And to borrow a word from Upset earlier on in the day, now of course he was talking about Fnatic, but he used the word desperate.
And once again, in the early game, they've fallen behind against a team that scales just as well as them.
Maybe bad traverse.
Oh, Alphari dodges away with the flash. Hits Mithy as well. Cold's on his way. There's the teleport. Maybe first kill of the game for Origen if they can lock down Vizicachi for long enough. What's happening on the rest of the map? Not enough for Splyce. Chachi trying to chase onto Alphari. Riptail goes down in mid. Flawless duet will hit Chachi. There's the shutdown, but Riptail comes down mid, and this should be the second tower of the game for Splyce. They'll also push in bot lane, so as turret placing's going down as well. Remember, this is just more and more gold going in the back pocket. Let's be honest, only 450 extra gold going in the back pocket of Cold, but he's finished his skirmishes. Saber now, almost 15 minutes in. It's about a 5,000, 4,500 gold lead for Splyce. They're going to get their Mountain Drake to equalize Origen's Mountain Drake as well. And now that they've broken that first line of towers, they can just start pushing.
Double tier build if he wants to maintain any late game damage scaling with Kai'Sa. But everything is snowballing so quickly at home.
Holy moly, this dive shot to Nuke. Glacial Fish comes down as well. Mithy stunned up in that front line, tries to get the knockup, but already caught out by Splyce. That's one down. Patrick flashed away. Here comes Chachi from the side. Not able to get enough damage down.
Anything that he can at this point. Because again, OG, they just want to stabilize the map and kind of stop the bleeding right now. But Splyce, you know, where they were hesitant on
chip away until in a minute and a half time you can force towards the Baron.
And again, it's the I prepared this earlier while they pulled Origen to the bottom side.
It's a lot easier to siege inhibitor towers now as well, of course, because after the 15-minute mark you get a cannon minion every other wave at the 25 minutes before you've given up too much in this game. Origen will delay as much as possible, but if you lose an inhib tower, is that too much? They're going for a fight here as the teleport comes in. Splyce just trying to get the engage. You can see Patrick jumps across the wall, lots of damage down on Cold. There's the Vanguard's edge as well. Alphari, great flawless duet from him. Chachi's low. Splyce were the ones to force the engage. Origen come out on top for the moment. Splyce may be looking for a re-engage. You still got killer.
Zip over the wall if he doesn't want to just sit and burn on the Baron.
Baron down to 800 already taken out. Humanoid still on that flank position. There's the Fear Beyond Death to chase in with the paranoia. Mithy is the target, just looking for the CC chain. Hits Humanoid, jumps in. They just want the Alistair. Easy pickings here for Splyce. They take one, and now Origen are on full retreat. They sound the alarm bells. They need to get out the Crescent Guard. It will not guard you for long enough. Origen lose 2 and Splyce. Or just put all your 5 players up towards the top side. Open up this top inhibitor. Then you can look towards mid afterwards. That tower already chunked out, taken out. Splyce maybe a little bit on the back foot here because Nukeduck's gonna open up on him. Patrick's still very healthy as well, has a lot of mana, that's all you need. Chachi down, Northscaven will follow as well. Origen, punch Splyce back in the top lane.
They mentioned are
exactly the change we wanted to see from Splyce. We wondered if they were just that 40-minute death ball of a composition. They are not. Now Origen have to try and find an answer, have to try and pull a rabbit out of the hat. Here's Nukeduck looking for the catch on Kobbe, gets the root as Kobbe has to flash the wall. A little bit of a misposition there from the Splyce franchise man, the only player that has been with them through all of their time in the European Premier Leagues.
Still giving respect. We do have some decent damage coming out of Ezreal and Ryze if they land their abilities.
As we said, you know, you get that Ryze to 2-3 items, you can do a lot of work. Alphari unable to land the stun now. We'll see Splyce push up towards that top side. There's the Glacial Fish. Vanguard's edge comes out as well. Alfari looking for an avenue into the fight. He jumps onto Xerxes. Good flash away from Xerxes. Keeps himself safe for the moment. And Splyce will just reset. They can do that. Mithy is going to go in. Lands the knocker, but fourth dragon of the game, third dragon for Splyce. Only 26 minutes in. We are seeing a lot more dragons now that respawn time has been reduced.
On the same page, and the fact that Splyce is still a very, young roster, you're expecting there to be some teething problems in terms of synergy, are able to execute this against.
But in terms of in the river, they only have one ward up towards the top lane. Just enough for a good flanking position, but not for the engage already. All of it goes onto Nukeduck. He gets away with the realm war, but Kobe jumps straight onto him. Nukeduck down, and now Splyce just going to open up on Origen. Alfari trying to get the stuns off, can't quite get enough damage down. It's up to Patrick. It's all on him and Cold and Mithy's trying to defend, but Chachi's still full HP, and Kobe pushing forward as well.
And they pull the trigger on the engage. The decisiveness is there. I believe with the Lysandra that started everything up. I think it's very smart from Splyce to recognize, okay, the Ezreal cannot contest us. The Ezreal ultimate is down. We have complete vision control. Let's just take the safer play.
Got 3.5 items on Humanoid, who is playing these team fights almost to perfection, and you only have one inhibitor tower left if you're Origen. Against the Baron buff with those double cannons pushing in, this is going to be very hard work.
Which is, again, why Splyce are making sure that they're sieging all 3 lanes at the same time, applying the Baron buff across the map and trying to split up Origen's wave clear and a lot of their damage, letting the minion changes and the Baron buff do the work for them.
Mithy maybe looking for a position here. There's the paranoia. They're just diving straight on towards one. There's the fear beyond death. That's a very dead Patrick. And the rest of Origen is soon to follow. Splyce is cleaning up house in the base of Origen. They will not wait for a second longer. 4 down. Only Mithy survives. He's running back to the fountain, but his Nexus is not going to survive for much longer. What a great game from Splyce, and they stake their claim in the top 4 with a great win over Origen.
It's not the games done quick that we've seen all day, but it is the games done clean. A very methodical victory as Splyce just pick Origen apart across the map.
Great stuff all around from Splyce. I mean, it's relatively quick for them. 31 minutes is a speedy game if you're a Splyce fan. You see, 35, 40 minutes or so. And across the board, they look clean there. That was methodical, macro, good laning, mechanical. I could put all the buzzwords in a hat and you could pick one out and that would describe Splyce.
And you see the smiles on their face. The coaching staff probably feel